Good morning, friends. Welcome back to our Professional Ethics and Human Values class. How are you all? I hope you are all safe, and I think you are preparing well for your examinations, right? July first week, you have the exams, right? Okay, please prepare well. Okay, let us discuss our session. In the last class, we discussed about theories of ethics, right? So in the series of ethics, we discussed about utilitarianism theory, virtues theory, deontological theory. These three completed in the Monday's class, right? And next, Pehv's theory, Gilligan's argument, and Henge theory. These three theories was discussed in the Tuesday's class, right? Now, rights theory and modern ethics and 20th century ethics. These three we will discuss in this class, right? Now, look at these slides. This is the first thing. The fourth theory, teleological theory, given by Locke and Hobbes. These are the rights we have. Next, modern ethics. It was developed by Hobbes, right? Next, 20th century ethics. These are the 20th century ethics. All of them were declared by the government in 1948 and stated and declared in 1970s by the government. So these ethics and rights given by the government in 1948. In 1970, the government introduced the new ethics, right? And then we will discuss about what are the uses of ethical theories, right? So these things, these topics we need to discuss in this class. So first of all, coming to rights theory, rights. Hakkulu. Rights means our rights. Hakkulu. Theories. This is also known as teleological theory. Teleological theory. Right? It was developed by two persons, Locke and Hobbes. Locke and Hobbes. So here, these are the rights everyone should know, and we should have these all things. First of all, we need to know and we need to have some knowledge about these all rights, right? We should know these all things. So first one is here, right to know the truth. To know the truth. This is the right. So we can ask and we can know the truth. And next thing is here, right to have the privacy. So simply here, privacy means freedom. Right to have the freedom from others. Just have the privacy, have the freedom from others. So not by the punishment or not by the force by others. Just try to have the privacy. And next right is here, right to know the information, right to know and right to ask any type of information to anybody. Either it may be government and higher authorities and governmental officials, whatever this is. Just we need to know the information, right? So we have the right to know the information, right? So this information may be our educational related information or our job related information or societal development information or political information, whatever type of information we have, it is, we can know, we have the right to know the information and we can ask anybody for get the information, right? Next, right to learn education. So learn the education is another right to us. Next, right to ask help from the government. So right to ask help from the government. Each and everybody, you and me, anybody have the right to ask from the government, right? Next, have to not injured by others. Have to right to not injured by others, not punished by others, not forced by others, not injured by others. And next right is here, the right to protect from the government. So we need to ask, we have a right to ask, give the protection from the threatenings and from others. So just to give protection from the government, just to have right to have protection from the government. Next, the right to no punishment without law. Listen carefully. We have a right to no punish by others. Just if any punishment over there, this punishment will be given by only the law or courts, not by the others, not by others. So have right to no punishment without law. Next, right to have independence. So already it is here, right to have the privacy. It's the same point here. Right to have the independence or right to have the freedom. Next, right to have the justice. We can judge, we can discuss about the things, about the political things or societal things, whatever it is. We can discuss and we can justify, justify things. Just the right we have. Next, right to have the dignity. So having the dignity is another right. Next, right to have the equality. So not having the discriminations, just having the equality. So equality means here not having the favoritism and partialities. Just treat all other persons are equal, right? So not based upon the caste feelings, not based upon the religion feelings, not based on gender feelings and income based feelings. These are the few things. Just we need to have the equality. Next, right to have freedom from religion. Any person wants to take any type of religion, any person wants to accept and follow the rules and regulations of other religions also, right? So we don't have the strict restrictions, right? Just to have the freedom to take and to accept other religions also, right? Suppose Brahmins may accept the Christianities, right? So like this, Muslims may accept the Christianities or Christians may accept the Hinduism. So whatever religions is here, so we have the freedom to accept and to follow the other religions. So it is another thing, another right we have. So it is important thing. So just to have the freedom to accept any religion. So we have the number of disputes based upon the religions and caste, am I right? So we don't know, number of people don't know this right. చాలా మందికి ఈ రైట్ ఉందని తెలియదు, అందుకని చాలా కొలాప్స్ గొడవలు అవుతుంటాయి. So we have the right to have the freedom to accept and to follow the other religions also. Next, right to have the fair pay. Just ask the employers to give to fair pay means equivalent pay to our efforts in the jobs, in the companies. Right to have the no salary, so no slaveries, and right to have property protections. So property protections means our land, our buildings, our whole properties. So right to have properties protection, right? These are the different rights we have and given by the government, right? These all rights are discussed by and developed by the Slokes and Hopes. These rights are called as their rights theory, or it is also known as teleological theory, right? Coming to the next theory, modern ethics, given by the Popes in 1588 to 1679. Just this old, not the new one, but they put this type of name, modern ethics. Just the name itself, modern ethics, but it was developed in old sense, 1588 to 1679. In those days, in those years, they called modern ethics, right? Modern ethics. So here, learn morals, ethics, values from observations. In those days and those years, in modern ethical theories, one of the point is here, we should learn morals, ethics, and values from observation of the society and observing the parents and observing the all other persons. So observing the others and adopt some morals and ethics and values and try to follow these morals, ethics, and values by observing and by adapting it. So this is the first point here. Next thing, learn morals, ethics, values from our past experience. Our past experience, we can learn morals, ethics, and values and follow them. Follow them. Next, seek cause to effect pathway. So seek cause to effect. Listen carefully. Cause to effect. మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నాం ఎలాంటి ఎఫెక్ట్ వస్తుంది వాట్ వి డూ అండ్ వాట్ విల్ బి ద ఎఫెక్ట్ if we do wrong things and the effect will be the negative, if we do the right things and the effect will be also positive, right way, right? So cause to effect pathway we should seek, we should search. So whatever action, whatever activity we do, before we doing, just understand what will be the effect, what will be the effect. This is a very important thing in modern ethics, given with the hopes. Cause effect, positive effect. మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నాం దానివల్ల ఎఫెక్ట్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది అన్నది మనం ఆలోచించుకోవాలి. సో కాజ్ టు ఎఫెక్ట్ థియరీ. నెక్స్ట్ ఇన్ దిస్ హోప్స్ డిస్కస్డ్ egoism. Egoism. Ego means here selfishness, inattention, negligence, careless, daydreamings, unkindness. These are the few features or few characteristics of egoism. So here we don't have the egos. Next, having the equality. In the previous slide also we discussed here equality. So same thing will appear here. Equality means don't having the partialities and favoritisms, just having equality between all the persons, right? Not having the caste feelings, religion feelings, and income feelings, gender feelings, area feelings, branch feelings, right? So just to have the equality between all other persons. And next, another modern ethical point is here, nothing is right or wrong in war situations. Suppose war, First World War, Second World War, right, are already done, and any wars between the countries, and in those particular war situations, whatever action is here there, that is right or wrong, nothing is right and nothing is wrong in war situation. Whatever we do, that is right. Next, social harmony gives happiness. So this is another important point is here. Social harmony gives us happiness. What is meant by social harmony? Social means society. Society means friends, relatives, neighbors, and unknown persons. Friends, relatives, neighbors, and unknown persons. These four categories comes under social. Harmony means a good relationship. Good relationship. So maintain harmony, maintain good relationship with the society. It will give us happiness. Happiness. Once again, I want to repeat. Harmony means maintain good relationships. So maintain good relationships with the society means maintain good relationship with the friends, relatives, neighbors, and unknown persons. That is here social harmony. So maintain good relationship with the society. It will leads to and it will gives us happiness, right? And it was developed by hopes in the name of modern ethics. And next, to get peace, just allow the liberty. If you want to get peace, if you want to have the peace, just you need to allow the liberty to others. Just give the freedom, give the autonomy, give the independence, give the rights to others. Then you will have the peace. So these are the few principles or few characteristics given by the popes in the name of modern ethics. It was developed in 1588 to 1679. So those days, those years, this theory name is here, modern ethics, right? In this previous slide, teleological theory and modern ethics discussed. Now, nowadays, 20th century ethics. So first thing, we should have the moral rights. We should have the human rights. We should have the education right. We should have the basic good rights and information rights and situational based ethics. So these are the few concepts. So these are the few concepts we have in 20th century, right? Moral rights means just try to understand the situations of our internal people and having them try to help the internal people and safeguarding of our internal people and do the right things and don't do the wrong things and having the right behavior in front of the internal people. That is called as their moral rights, human rights, right? As a human being, what are the rights we have? So look at this thing. These are the rights. As a human being, we need to have. That is human rights, education right and basic good rights, information right. Get the information right. These all things are comes under here human rights, right? And last thing, situational based ethics. As we discussed in the previous class, hinge dilemma, hinge theory. So here, life and death situation is there in the poor wife and husbands, right? Already we discussed in the last class. In this particular situation, unethical thing may be the ethical thing. So in this case, we discussed in the hinge dilemma, the wife has got the cancer. So the husband steal the drug. Just to steal the drug is the ethical thing because the situation is life and death situation. So that type of situational based ethics was developed in 20th century, right? These all things was developed by the government in 1948. In 1948. And next, the government again declared some ethics in 1970. Those are business ethics, professional ethics, engineering ethics, human ethics, and environmental ethics, bioethics, general ethics, and matter ethics. Right? Already, these all things were discussed in the first unit. Business ethics means the right things we need to do for our business. Right? So, do the right things and don't do the wrong things for our business. That is business ethics. Professional ethics means do the right things and don't do the wrong things as a professional. The same way, do the right things and don't do the wrong things and having the right behavior and don't having the wrong behavior as an engineer. So human ethics means do the right things and don't have the wrong things and having the right manner, right behavior in front of the society as a human. So environmental ethics like this, and bioethics, general ethics. Meta ethics means simply situational based ethics. Situational based ethics. That is called as meta ethics. These all things was developed by in 1970 by the government, right? These all things are we can call it as types of ethics. We have the separate question in first unit, right? Next, coming to this thing, benefits of ethical theories. So up to now, we discussed this 10 types of theories, right? Utilitarianism theory, virtues theory, deontological or duties theory, rights theory or teleological theory, Coleridge theory, Gilligan's theory, Heinz theory, modern ethics, and 20th century ethics. In this 20th century, we have two things, 1948, 1970s. These are the different theories in ethics, right? So now the topic is here, what are the benefits from these all theories? Uses or benefits of ethical theories, right? So these are the benefits. So ethical theories aid in identifying the moral considerations or reasons that constitute a dilemma, right? They provide the precious sense of what kind of information are relevant to solving the moral development, right? So what kind of information we need to have or relevant to the solving the moral development, solving the moral problems also. Next, there's some time of ways to rank the relevant moral consideration. Rank the relevant moral considerations based upon the stages of human mindset. Conventional stage, pre-conventional stage, conventional stage, post-conventional stage. And based upon the situation, based upon the situations, we gave ranks to the relevant moral considerations, right? In order to importance and provide a rough guidance in solving the model problems, solving the model problems. So here we give ranks to solving the model problems based upon the pre-conventional stage, conventional stage, and post-conventional stages. And next point is here, the theories helps us to find or identify the full moral ramification of alternative course of actions, arguing a wide perception on the moral implications of the options and providing a systematic framework of comparing alternatives. Right? Comparing alternatives. So once again, I want to repeat, it will help us to identify the full moral ramification of alternatives course of actions. So we can choose, we can have the different future course of actions for achieving of our targets, and using a wide perspective on the moral implications and moral considerations of the options of providing systematic framework of comparing alternatives. Which one alternative is the best? So for this purpose, we can have the moral implications, right? Providing a systematic framework. Providing systematic framework. Next point is that the theory is arguing the precision with which we use moral terms, and they provide framework for moral reasoning. They provide framework for moral reasoning when discussing the moral issues with the colleagues. So here we need to follow the ethics in the workplace. So how to behave with the society, how to behave with the colleagues, and how to having the time punctuality, and how to accomplish the works within the duration of time. These are the few ethics we need to follow in our ethic place. Apart from these all things, corruption, don't have the corruptions, don't having the briberies, and don't having the insider tradings, and don't having the tax evasions, and don't having the discriminations in the companies. These are the few ethics we need to follow in our workplace. So that is the point here. Moral reasoning. When we are discussing moral issues with our colleagues in our workplace. And next, by providing framework for development of moral arguments, the theories strengthen our abilities to reach balanced and insightful judgments. So insightful judgments and reach the balanced and insightful judgments. So these theories will give us the strengthening of our abilities, strengthening of our abilities, right? So these are the benefits of ethical theories. Right? So these are the few benefits from these all ethical theories. And next class, we will have these few topics: standard of experiments and role of courts. Right? These are the another topics we need to discuss from our third unit, right? Okay, guys. Thanks for listening to this class. So up to now, we discussed the key important theories of ethics. These theories are very, very important. We should know and we should learn. So previous two classes and this class, these three classes are discussing these ethical theories, right? Utilitarian theory, next deontological theories, next these three things are discussed in the first class, and Fulhiberg, Gilligan's and Hinge theories are the second class, and today's class 19th centuries and 20th centuries ethical theories, and we discussed also the benefits of theories, right? In the next class we discussed another parts of coordinator, right? Okay, guys, thanks for listening. Be careful with Corona and stay home, stay safe. And also important thing, in the July first week we have the exams. You should prepare well, right? Thanks for listening, guys. Stay home, stay safe. Bye. Relax.